It's Week 14 of the 2023 season, and we've got the Panthers' electric quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Bucs, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Russell Gage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. And that full. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
23 yards, the final tally.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And right side, they're going to go option here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll get what he... Oh, 3 yards, want to bring up 2nd down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Tampa Bay. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He decided to run a hitch route and really helped him. The guy could turn it loose. And boy, he really went in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes left side. 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery. And a touchdown for the Panthers. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They begin with a run by Fournette, dancing away at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This size is a tough man to bring down. They did a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On second down, here's Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And caught by Tremble. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's single coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted. It falls to the ground.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he finds his target. It's Evans. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Into the red zone, it's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That pass complete to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in the background.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff there to McCaffrey. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Brady going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Good reactions there defensively. The screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down a little game.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Brady. He'll find Fournette again here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let them work out in space in the perimeter, turns it into a big pickup.
McCaffrey on the counter. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. More on that one, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Down to the 22-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here we go with McCaffrey, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. On first down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding, offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step side. And 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Christian McCaffrey now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they